Okay, we're back from the break. Thanks for tuning in tonight. And I have with me Gary Miller, and Gary Miller is a certified personal instructor. And you were getting ready to tell everybody a little bit about yourself before we had to rush into the break.
Yeah, I just want people.
There you go.
I just want people to know my background so they can feel comfortable with asking me questions or with what I say. I'm 64 years old. I'm the Nevada State Chairman for the World Association of Benchers and Deadlifters. I am a certified personal trainer. I presently hold 28 world records in powerlifting. I study nutrition consistently and have for some time. What I wanted to talk about is, and I would like to correct myself just before the commercial, I said food additives. I meant food products. There are products on the market that you go and buy in the grocery stores that what it says on the label makes you believe that it's good for you or healthy. What's in the product may not necessarily be what's on the label. It's sad, but there are instances, well, one thing I could tell you right off the start is people buy extra virgin olive oil because doctors, nutritionists, dietitians all tell you that you should use extra virgin olive oil, 100% extra virgin olive oil, because of its health benefits. It is tremendously healthy with omega-3 fatty acids that you absolutely need. However, I could tell you that the olive oil that you buy on the shelf in the grocery store is already rancid before it reaches the United States. And by rancid, I don't mean that it's bad. I mean that it has lost its nutritional value. It is simply oil. Now, what makes that situation even worse is through testing, they have now determined that approximately 95% of that oil is not actually olive oil. It's mixed with canola oil, vegetable oil, a number of different oils that just completely eliminates what's good for you. Because my personal opinion, I'm not a doctor, but canola oil and vegetable oil is not good for you. The amount of triglycerides and the emulsification that's used to produce the oil not only reduces its ability to do anything good for you, but it increases omega-6 fatty acids, which is bad for you. Omega-3 is exceptionally good, but omega-6 is not. And when you change the ratio, it's absolutely amazing. That's what helps you gain more weight. That's what makes you get certain diseases. It disrupts your digestive system. It's just an enormous amount of things that go wrong. And you're buying it in good faith, thinking that's good for me. That's what the nutritionist told me to buy. And yet you're being fooled by the big marketing companies because they're going for the buck. Canola oil, vegetable oil is extremely cheap. They mix that with the olive oil, and they make a fortune.
So doing that, which one of those products, if you had to go to the store, do you know a product that I know you get your olive oil differently than most people do.
Yes.
But I'm wondering if there is one out there. I mean, you get it fresh from the people that do it, but if I was not that able to get that, what brand would you recommend?
If I didn't buy the olive oil where I buy it from, and I'm not saying everybody should because it's very expensive, I would use coconut oil, which I use. About 75% of my cooking is done with coconut oil. And because of the benefits from coconut oil, it far surpasses any oil on the market. Like I said, olive oil, fresh virgin olive oil is probably the best that you could get. The way I get it is through a club, and they get it on the day of pressing. They airlift it or flight it to the United States, but it's expensive. Okay, I don't suggest everybody go that route, but I can tell you that you taste this oil and you've never tasted anything like it. The oil that we buy in the store just tastes like oil, but this is totally different. But I also use coconut oil, and you can buy coconut oil at any health food store. You can order it online. I personally get mine from a company called Vitacost online, and it's not expensive, and it is absolutely not only good for you, it's absolutely amazing tasting. It makes your food lighter, it makes it taste better, and that's the route I would take. If I had to go to just either buying olive oil off the shelf or something else, I would get coconut oil and completely eliminate olive oil.
That's good to know. I mean, I'm probably one of those people that bought olive oil. I know that I was watching Dr. Oz one day, and I don't watch him regularly. Trust me, I don't have the time to. But he poured his olive oil all over this poor lady on the show, saying how good it was for you. And then I'm thinking about that, thinking about what you said, and you go to an Italian restaurant and they have this nice plate of olive oil with a little balsamic vinegar. I mean, I would rather have balsamic vinegar than the oil. But that being said, the grocery store, and we've talked about it, GMO, genetically modified organisms. I've talked about this on this show, and I've said that if you're out there shopping and you have a choice between a product that says non-GMO certified and one that does not say anything about GMO, you should buy the non-GMO certified. GMO, obviously, again, stands for genetically modified organism, is one of those things that is it's science. It's science that is genetically modified corn or wheat or any grain to grow bigger, faster, only for dollars, not for your health. They've been linked to cancers. They've been linked to multiple diseases. It's not natural food. It tricks your mind. It tricks your body. High fructose corn syrup is one of those horrible things that's in Coca-Cola. It's in cereals. It's in everything. And it's poisoning us. I mean, it tricks your mind to not think that you're ingesting sugar. Why do you see so many obese people? High fructose corn syrup is one of the major reasons for that. So we see a lot of diabetes. We see a lot of arthritis. We see all these other things. And trust me, we are what we eat. And if you're not eating correctly, you can come to me and look for a pill. But it all starts when you go to the grocery store. And I've said this numerous times. When you're buying your food, if you buy from the better producers and you make them more profitable, the other people that are doing the crap that they're selling to you are basically going to have to shut down.
Yeah, and I'm glad you touched on that, because I'd like to say something about it. First of all, just so people understand, not to leave them with no knowledge on olive oil. When olive oil is pressed, it will go rancid within 4 to 6 months. The reason I say that the olive oil that you buy in a store is rancid before it reaches the United States or the American shores is because they ship it and it takes over 6 months to get to us. And that's why the olive oil I buy is they use airlines to ship it over, and it's done in one day. The day they press it, they ship it over here, and it's available to those in this club. However, I just wanted to explain to you, it ain't that they, somebody just put it off in a warehouse somewhere. It takes that long to ship it to us because they don't want to spend the money it costs to ship it in a quicker or more rapid place. Now, getting back to what Dr. Reiner was saying, is with GMOs. GMO is basically a chemical change in a product or a genetically modified organism, corn, wheat, or whatever. Our bodies was never made to process chemicals, okay? This is what amazes me about people who use sugar substitutes like saccharin and equal and all this kind of stuff, because it's basically a chemical that's sweet. And your body's never made to produce that. High fructose corn syrup is the #1 largest reason people are overweight in this country. And it's absolutely amazing because they put it in everything. And, I went to Sam's Club about a month ago, and I buy raw nuts, pecans, almonds, walnuts, because I use them on a daily basis. And just for the heck of it, I went to Planters Peanuts, the big gallon cans, and I was reading the ingredients. They got high fructose corn syrup in it. And it's like, peanuts is a natural snack, and it's good for you, okay? Why in the world do you need to put a sweetener on it? The only reason I could think of is, if it's sweeter, you eat more of it, you buy more of it. But it's poison. It's really bad. The worst thing about it is It disrupts your digestive system. GMOs disrupt your digestive system. One of the biggest and most obvious diseases and things that's going on today. What do you see commercials on? The purple pill, antacids, this and that. Mm-hmm. People got acid reflux disease, and so on and so forth. That all stems from the gut flora not being balanced. And 80% of your immune system is in your gut. And I just finished researching studies that show that people with imbalanced gut flora, they could prove that that is the direct cause of 177 different diseases that we have to go to the doctor to have treated, okay? And you can imagine the enormous amount of money this is costing people, plus it affects their weight, their energy, their ability to focus and do things, and they don't even realize it. It's what they're eating, and it's killing them. And you know, it all goes back to GMOs. You know, there are products on the market that's bad for you, and yet mass media tells you it's good for you.
Well, yeah, and we're going to go to break in just a minute, but the biggest lie is oatmeal. They sold it all to lower your cholesterol. But it's really an oat, and it stimulates insulin secretion, it stimulates your appetite, and it raises your blood sugar, and blood sugars are probably the #1 reason we have so much problem today. Anyway, we're going to be right back, and again, thank you for tuning in tonight. We're going to have a great show. Thank you. Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Reiner, your host of the Independent Doctors of Pahrump, a TV show that airs Monday night on Channel 46. I want to remind you that I am a practicing physician in Pahrump, and I'm an independent practitioner, which means I am not bought by any insurance company or corporate medicine. We provide the highest level of care. We have nurse practitioners. We have other physicians, specialists who come to our office. Please come visit me. I'm at 1316 East Calvada here in the heart of Pahrump. Thank you.